Deputy, who wanna pop me off? Fatality really is off the shelf. Undoubtedly, baby, gon' touch the bucks. My salary double, your baby daddy make me triple. I'm trouble, I get it.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mac Jones and the New England Patriots taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And for all the collegiate success he had, highest passer efficiency rating by a mile, he's a guy who's had to share up detractors at the professional level, but I do like his poise, I do like his moxie, and I love his accuracy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tua now on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. What's the deal, y'all? A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he didn't on that play.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now it's caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Gasket. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Gaskin again. Now he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Myles Gaskin punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line. And not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taylor now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Let's see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Gunnar Olszewski deep for New England. Taken at the 37. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10. Jones. Henry's got it out on the left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. On the gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. Go to the passing attack. There's a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run for it with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
We'll give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Phillips, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Enough Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Working with a 2nd and 3. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Tua. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Yeah, this is caught. It's Parker. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Gaskin. Fights him off, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Yeah, it's Tua. It's complete to Fuller. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll run now with Gaskin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18.
So they've been playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And they give this time to the tailback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Sanders now to kick this one away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And able to get this out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They start to drive with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Jones on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And he'll drop it underneath to White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
The Patriots send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. And that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football, they're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He can't get him down. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Two and now on first down. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. 3 yards the game there, second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Tua on the bootleg here, and that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. But a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete to White. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Big play there, and when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Running out of the gun with White. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that could be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And a dump off to White. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And Folk's kick is good. And they'll come to lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Myles Gaskin and the rest of the Dolphin offense ready to get back to work here. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And throw right side complete to Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up past the 45 and the 47. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Gaskin again on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example. Tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Dolphins add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, it's Taylor. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jones, complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Off play action, Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 24, Jones. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your account and never know who's got who, what the defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll leave this one for White. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. Jones finding Nelson Aguilar for the touchdown there. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.